Michigan at Alabama. Not really at. This is a neutral field game. Biggest game of the week in college football, week number 1. And it's Marco's best bet. Who do you like and why?
Well, I'm going to go with Alabama here. And I know it's a rebuild, some people would say rebuilding year, but when you're a program like Alabama, you don't rebuild. You just reload. And this team, what I like about them, Michigan comes in off an 11-2 season last year, RJ. The 2 losses that they had were to Michigan State and Iowa. The one thing that they had in common in those 2 losses, those were the 2 most physical teams in the Big Ten last year. Alabama is a physical defense, and that is going to disrupt this Michigan offense.
I got to tell you, a lot of people know we're doing a radio show now here in Vegas on ESPN Las Vegas. You can hear that show every morning, the next morning on pregame.com. For tonight's show, we actually talked to the Big Ten reporter for Michigan, and he says this team's thinking they're going to win this game. And that kind of surprised me, like keep it close. He's saying they're treating this game like the high-stake game, high intensity. I'm a little concerned. I don't like laying these points. What do you think, Ace?
Well, I got to agree with Marco. I mean, we all know that Alabama is in that kind of team they reload. They're not going to rebuild. But the thing is, how quickly could Saban rebuild this team, because they lost stud wide receivers, they lost their running back. McCarron's got more experience this year, but they lost a lot on defense as well. With that said, I know if I'm a top defensive player in high school, I want to go to Alabama. So I think they're going to be as physical, and with that said, going to give Denard Robinson and Michigan some problems.
What's your second biggest point on this game?
Well, I'm going to go to Nick Saban. And Nick Saban, if you look at his record in bowl games, and follow me for a second, and I'm going down the path, he's a great coach in the bowls.
Not to the buffet line.
Because what he does is you give him a month to prepare, he's going to beat you.
So in your mind, a first game of the year is sort of analogous to a bowl game.
Absolutely. They've been working on this all summer.
That's an interesting point.
That's why you keep me around, sir.
That's an interesting point. Now, another thing to think about here, and then we're going to go to Ace with his number 1 point on this game, and then we're going to go to Johnny, who a Michigan native.
Homer.
The fact is, Mike Colbert from Cantor, who's great friends with Pregame, they have a computer that gives them a number on every game, and they really trust their computer. He says the computer says Alabama should only be favored by 8, and this is his best bet of the week. Actually, Michigan as a big dog here. Ace, what's your main point on this game?
Well, the thing with Michigan is how good could their defense be this year? They improved by 129 yards last year, but they only returned 1 defensive lineman, and that's what was most dominant for them. We know how tough Alabama is in the trenches, so if they could dominate the line of scrimmage, then Alabama will have some success. But pretty high on Michigan. They say they got a strong defense this year, just as strong as last year.
Well, Johnny, this is a rare time in your life that being from Michigan is going to be an advantage, so lay it on us.
It's so great to talk to somebody from Ohio State University, because usually when I do, it's me saying I like a number 4 combo with a large fry. So this is a new thing for me. To me, Nick Saban, I agree Michigan is going to compete with Alabama. I agree with Cantor, obviously. But now this is the one thing a computer can't tell you, power ratings can't tell you. Nick Saban was the coach at Michigan State. All of those years, Nick Saban has always had an ego. No matter what he did, he was always second fiddle to Michigan all those years. Every time he tried going to Detroit, Birmingham, any of those cities to recruit some stud player he thought he was going to get, Michigan came in and swooped him. Don't think he forgot about that. That's a big thing in Michigan. Michigan State, there's tons of hatred. That to me is worth at least one rub-it-in-your-face touchdown that I'm here in Alabama.
That's interesting. So 2 good points here. Early game, Marco's point is Saban's coaching advantage is even more important, and the old Michigan State connection for Saban. All right, here's that time again. We're going to be having Marco's official best bet.
We're going to take Alabama and lay the points as our best bet this week. I look for Nick Saban to have the game plan. He's got a month to do it, prepare for this game. He's going to shut down Denard Washington and get this game. I look for them to win by 17 or more.
I tell you, if Denard Washington quarterbacks, I love.
Denard Robinson. My bad, Denard
Well, I
Robinson.
tell you though, guys, you see we're loose here, but great information. I really thought this was a great conversation. Remember, we're going to be doing more videos than ever at our new studio, and you can watch them all at pregame.tv.